Hi, I'm Bopsto, the Elder Weeb,
And I am Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and we are the Anime Boys.
The anime
Hey, boys,
cowboys.
cowboys.
Yay!
Hell
So,
yeah,
given that, I'm pretty sure you guys know what we're covering today.
yeah, man.
Give
Good
it
old,
to 'em.
good old Cowbus Beepus,
Cowbus Beepus, man.
Cowbus Beepus.
The bestest anime
Um,
ever.
we got some good shit coming your way with this episode.
Well, this
Um,
bunch of episodes,
well,
actually.
that's what I'm talking about this podcast episode. I mean, um,
Skills me. Skills
yeah.
me.
So, before we get into the thick of it, if you
Into the
like
thick
this
of it.
video, if you like this video, give us a little like, comment, maybe subscribe.
Maybe,
Not
maybe just
subscribed.
subscribe. I mean, I could probably, I could probably subscribe, and I mean,
Yeah,
if I can subscribe, then the world can subscribe.
indeed. And if you don't, you might get a surprise visit from Ed, and she'll
Yeah,
probably bite you.
she'll either bite you or drug you.
Either or.
So let's get
Either or.
right into the video.
Into the noose. Damn it. All
That's
right,
funny.
so episode 16.
Yes, sir.
Black Dog Serenade.
Giant fucking massacre right off the bat. Like soon
Yeah,
as, soon as you
man. It's
plop into the fucking episode, just
it's
a
fucking
man
dimly lit. The doors just opening and
murdered.
closing. And I really like the atmosphere for this scene. It's like these like dim like red lights. All the cells are open. And you just see just an absolute fucking, like as you said, massacre.
Massacre. Dude's just dead everywhere on this cruise
Yeah.
ship, which looks like a giant fucking gun in space.
Yeah, and
Uh,
one of the inmates, he's very chipper. He's got a nice bottle of fancy booze,
Yeah, very
and
fancy
he's just
booze.
and he's just talking with this guy. I was like, hey man, let's drink off to our god. I guess for these guys it'd be the devil. Our homie fucking, as I have in my notes, Blade with glasses.
Dude, I called him the OG John Dick.
The OG John Dick. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But he hands him he just takes that fucking bottle and he pours one out for the devil.
And right into his fucking mouth. Another.
Yeah, dude, it's like a dead guy on the ground and he just pours it directly in the dude's mouth.
Yeah, dude. Like, bro had to
So,
go out on a good note, you know?
it's time for a little tonal whiplash. We go straight from that to Faye not being happy about a broken shower.
Yeah, fucking, dude. 5 minutes in, we're already hearing V bitch about her shower, man.
Yeah, man, come on. You take that cold water shower like a man.
And Spike, he's just like, look, shut up. This is my ship. It's my shower. I'll do what the fuck
Yeah.
I want. Oh, and by the way,
Yeah, man.
I have no feeling in my arms anymore.
Do you mean Jet?
I said Jet.
You said Spike.
I did not. I didn't.
did.
I didn't say that. See, hey, I'm gonna go back on the video. I'm gonna back it up, and you're gonna hear Jet. That's what you're
yeah,
gonna
you're
hear.
just gonna go and edit it and post.
No,
Be like,
what?
oh, just put
I
down,
don't.
just you sitting there and you go, Jet.
How? Please, please,
Hell yeah.
give me more credit.
But
Than
yeah,
that.
but Jet's
It
too
would-
damn busy with his bonsais.
It would sound a
Um,
little bit more like
But a call comes in and it's first Faye just hangs up on it and Jet says, well, it might be an emergency. Come on.
Dude, I love how submissive that scene was. She comes in and he's just like, I'm busy, and the phone rings. She just picks it up. Oh, he's fucking busy.
He's
Clicks it.
fucking busy. Click.
I thought Spike would just, go ballistic or something, but no, he just
you did it
he's
again.
shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up, Boston, Bopsto.
Yeah. But Anyways, we
Fucking
get
up
a
names today, dude.
call. The call comes back. Faye picks it up, and it's from a guy named Fad, and this name causes Jet to space out immediately.
Hmm.
And the cigarette like fucking burns out on his hand.
And
That's how fucking spaced out he
yeah,
is.
V's just like, don't you feel that? Like, what you got going on? And he's just like, oh, it's just my metal arm. Why would I feel stuff out of a fucked up arm? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and
And then she's like, "Oh, come on! Why don't you just get like reconstructive surgery on it? I don't understand why it's got to be metal."
yeah, I think it was
And that,
more around the lines of getting nerve endings
yeah, getting
attached
nerve
to the
endings to it.
arms.
Yeah,
And but
Jet wasn't having that.
Jet's just like whatever, and he goes to see an old buddy.
A good old Fad.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. But no, it cuts us over to a scene back over to the bad guys.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there in the cockpit giving out an announcement on the cruise ship that they're not going to make it to their destination. And
Oh no, it's just well, it's actually I think the entire ship is like a prison transport ship. They're just making jokes about it.
oh, I didn't
Saying,
fucking
yeah.
catch on, dude.
Entire ship. That's why the prison cells are there. Whenever
That totally
Jet, yeah,
makes sense, dude.
they commandeer
I'm
the
I'm a dummy.
yeah.
First, I
They
can't
just
remember Jet's name. Now
yeah
I can't even see a prison in space without realizing it. I mean, come on.
hmm Also, why do cruise ship have fucking turrets on it?
Hey, it's the future.
Like with fucking belts of ammo on it.
The future is now, old
Yeah.
man. Like,
So yeah, this one dude's he's being a jokey guy, fucking blows the head off of the pilot.
oh man, that pilot was just talking way too fucking much, bro.
Yeah, dude, he should just been quiet.
He just
you know?
should have shut his
Hug me.
mouth. Guy was just like, you guys like, can't get very far. You should just turn yourself. Just gets
And then the
blasted, bro.
And then the cheery guy also almost gets fucking his head blown off as well. But our boy as you call him, John Dick,
John Dick boy.
he comes in and fucking slices this dude.
Dude, I love this part because it didn't show like him actually cutting him. It just showed blood spurting out of his neck.
Yeah.
And you could see the blood floating in the scene in front of one of the guys as he was talking. And basically telling him like, oh shit, you're him. You're Odai.
You're fucking
I'm
Udai.
simping, bro.
Yo, man, you're pretty sick. You're a syndicate assassin.
I got all your tapes from the underground, bro.
And then that's where we cut. I like this episode and how it goes back and forth between the two different stories happening here and
Yeah,
how
I do
they start
too.
to slowly converge.
Yeah. Which they do a lot of this. Cowboy Bebop's really good at this.
It is
Like,
very good at it.
because like because it does that all the time in a lot of the other episodes. Like the two-parter with Spike meeting up with or excuse me, like in like blocking off the drug deal.
Yeah,
Like that episode was like everybody mashed in together, like with V and Spike. So I thought they did really good on that too.
Yeah,
so,
it's done very, very well. So yeah,
I
Jet's
like-
meeting with Thad.
yeah.
What were you about to say?
I was gonna say I love the way that Cowboy Bebop tells their stories.
Yeah. Also, a lot of them, like this one, is almost like a full blown arc, but one episode
Yeah, so we're basically
because of how much it is put into it.
yeah, and and what we mean by that is Spike. Jet. Jet meets up with his old partner, and we start getting some more lore on why he quit the force.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to explain it, Bopsto.
So basically, the Fad brings up Udai's it turns out a fucking ship got commandeered, and Udai is behind it, and this immediately like causes Jet to go, you know what? Nah, I'm not teaming up with you for this shit, man. I'm heading on out. Sorry, man. And it seems very very personal. And Jet tries to blow it up. Actually, no, Jet seems acts almost like how Spike does in the first episode. He meets Vicious,
Oh yeah,
where he's like, nah, it's not because it's personal, but definitely is 100% because it's personal.
yeah,
Um.
definitely. Well, it's like,
Also, what's up with your mic?
what do you mean?
You sound very muffled.
Hang on, let me check the settings real quick.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on here.
Okay, you're good now.
I'm good. Okay, I
You're
guess
good.
my.
Okay,
I don't know how that happened. Anyway.
weird. But anyways, we get this. He walks off after just being said, "Nah, I'm not interested." And we get this awesome fucking flashback where he's looking at this like file at a picture of Udai,
Yeah.
and you got this really somber sax music playing while a young Jet
God,
and
man.
Fat while a young Jet and Fat are cornering it or pursuing Udai.
Hey, can we just talk about how fucking slick dicked fucking Jet looks in
Yeah,
this
dude. He's
flashback?
got this fucking nice ass hat, and it's just he looks really good.
Oh yeah, he's looking like one of those beboppers, man.
Yeah, and they're pursuing Udai, and he decides to go and try to corner him. But as soon as he thinks he has Udai cornered, these big old fucking floodlights flash on, and it turns out he got set up. And I love this bit here where as soon as you hear the gunfire, it cuts straight to just Jet holding his arm.
Yeah, and
And it's done so
it
fucking well.
really, really is done well. Like he's
Like
just
it,
having
it
this
tell.
whole ass flashback, and given that he'd had enough,
Mhm.
so Jet takes off, and we just get this really cool ass fucking Ed scene. I love Ed
Yeah,
so
man.
much.
He's
Um,
just like, hey, man, if I don't return, water my bonsai for him. And in response, Ed spits fucking bars.
she really does, dude.
She fucking spits bars.
She just gives this whole ass poem, bro. And so he takes off, and just basically he's back to just dust up some old baggage, which is Odai. He's going back.
Yeah.
He's like he couldn't handle the feeling of letting this guy just keep on going. But it cuts us back over to the bad guys on the ship, and basically they're sitting in there trying to figure out what their next move is going to be. So the engine is exploded on their ship, and they did it to attract the cops. And
Hmm.
I'm trying to figure out why. Like, what the fuck was their plan? I was a little lost on what their plan was.
I'm not sure. I think it was either that or they'd be passing by or something like that. And so I think they're trying to set up a scenario where they could just blast out any potential um
Maybe. But
risks
either
because
way,
there's
there was
there's a bit
a.
where Udai is like, hey, you get on those fucking turrets
Yeah.
and you get the fucking
You
blasted.
get to blasting. And so a bunch of cops show up around the ship. And all of a sudden, man, shit goes to the fan. Like, turrets are blasting off. Like, they shot down an entire platoon of cops.
Uh-huh.
And
What I like as well is like during like the aftermath of it, while the survivors are trying to maintain contact with some reach a contact, you can hear the fucking communications like glitch in and out.
oh yeah, it's really
But
nice. It's a really nice auditory bonus, I would call it.
yeah,
Um,
so
then you got this like really cool ass fucking like music behind this scene.
mhm.
Like I think I think it was a saxophone at the time. But
I
I
think
had it
so.
written down in my notes, man. I remember it because it sounded sick. Because you had
Hmm.
the radio glitches with the music in the background, and dude, it was nice. It was really good.
Yeah,
Um, But it clicks back over to our girl Ed.
He's watering them plants.
Yeah, she is. She is watering them plants.
By disconnecting the fucking, like, I guess it's basically the water line. And
Dude, she is gonna kill those fucking bonsai trees.
listen, man, Jet said water the plants. He didn't say how much.
Exactly. She was making sure that they wouldn't get thirsty for a whole while.
Listen, man, they probably had enough water for like a week.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, bonsai trees are not supposed to be watered just
No,
a
or at
mega
least
amount. Like,
I don't think for them. I don't believe it takes too much to like water them.
yeah,
To
because
keep them watered.
the only thing you would need to do is keep them clipped, and that it's like a zen type thing. It's like to keep you relaxed. But we get this scene of like Ed spilling the beans about Jet probably not coming back because he had to go take care of some loose ends, and Spike and V are just like, huh, what would happen to him? Like, it's just the most lax fucking like, oh, I wonder what's gotten into him.
What's got into Jet? What happened? What happened, Jet?
What happened? What happened?
What happened?
What happened? What
So
happened?
we cut back over. Jet and Thad are in a ship trying to track down this convoy, and Jet suggests, just since Udai is syndicate, he might be heading towards Europa, which is where the headquarters are for the syndicate.
Which was
And Thad's just like, nah, man, that's stupid. And then shortly after they find out, oh, wait, no, it actually turns out they are going that way.
Because Jet is a fucking champion. And,
yeah.
Dude, I wrote down the... Okay, well, let's get a little further. So Oda is contacting the syndicate.
Yeah.
And he ends up not having the connections he thought he had.
Yeah, man, they're like, yeah, man, sorry, you're fucking
The rules
cringe.
have changed.
Get out of our...
Well, at this point, Vicious has taken over the syndicate.
Yeah, I think when they say things have changed, I'm pretty sure that is what they're mentioning.
Yeah, I'm almost certain that's what it is.
Because he tries threatening them by saying, I have information.
And
they're just like...
There's nothing that Vicious needs to fucking know, bro.
Yeah.
Vicious just needs to be vicious. But we get this scene of Jet getting out on the prowl. He's just like, wait till I give you my signal, then you go. But I put this in my notes, dude, and it sounded a whole lot better in my head. But now it sounds stupid. Okay, the note I put in is Jet and his partner are about to get blasted. And Jet don't take orders. He neglects them.
He neglects them.
I don't know why. I thought that sounded so good.
He's just like, all right, Jet, here's the plan. He's like, oh, Jet, what the fuck, Jet?
Like, where you going, Jet?
What the hell, Jet?
What the fuck, Jet?
What are you doing?
This is my old private domicile, and I won't be harassed. Bitch.
And so the sick-ass dogfight ensues where Jet's dodging... Damn it. Hit it with the good old BB. So yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Like I said, a sick ass fucking dogfight ensues.
Oh yeah. So, dude, dogfight. No, this shit was one sided, bro. This was fucking awesome. Like Jet was just all over the place, bro. He was dodging and whipping around bullets, and
he was employing the 5 Ds.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. I can't believe I remember that so well, dude. I haven't watched that movie in forever. The 5 Ds.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D.
Oh, you wish.
But one of the guys is fucking. So not only is he dodging turret fire, but this one dude sitting out he's like angered himself to the ship and has a little window open where he's shooting a fucking bazooka.
Oh, dude, this shit was crazy. It reminds me of that moment in the movie Kick-Ass,
Yeah.
where the big guy says, "Nah, fuck this." He just grabs a goddamn rocket
Yeah. Yeah,
and he
dude.
blasts the motherfucker.
hmm
That's what that scene reminded me of, dude.
that is. And sadly, that guy got fucked because Jet crashes right into him.
No, it wasn't Jet that crashed into him. It was he accidentally shot the other ship that his partner was driving, and his partner's ship crashed into the bazooka guy. Jet had already crash landed into the plane and entered it at this point.
Yeah.
Or the ship. I say plane. It's not a plane. But
I mean, spaceships are just planes for space.
and
So.
and at this at
Some
but
good old Boss specious wisdom.
yeah, ships are just planes of the sky.
Planes of the heavens.
I said sky, dude.
Damn it.
But
today's just one of those days. Damn.
it is, dude. Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
gosh, I'm having issues today, bro. But no, Jet gets onto the ship and they see him on the video camera, and this guy's just like,
man.
"What? Who is this guy?" And Odai just has
He
like
does like
World
leave
War
him
II,
me.
like
He's in the fucking Vietnam flashback.
the Vietnam flashbacks,
The
bro.
trenches.
He's just like, "This
And-
guy's mine."
And all while
Dude, what
Jet
a
pulls
fucking dumbass, dude.
Yeah, man.
Are you finna say something before this part?
No, I was gonna say Jet pulls the Tekken 4 intro on the camera.
Oh yeah,
He
he
looks
does.
at it and shoots
And
it.
then shoots it. And then after that, Odai goes after him, and
Yeah, he
the
took
other
that bait.
the other bad guy's like, "Nah, fuck this, I'm out of here. That dude's crazy." And he opens up a door into open voided space.
Yeah, dude.
Nothing killed him. He killed himself.
Yeah, man.
Like, what the fuck? I love how dynamic they made his suicide look.
Yeah, he just fucking because he thinks, okay, I'm just gonna go on and get out of here. Oh shit, the part I'm trying to leave out is fucked. And now I'm fucked.
But I guess you wouldn't call it suicide. It would be more like personal homicide.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. No, it's more like it's a self manslaughter
Self manslaughter. I like the homicide one
because
better.
it wasn't premeditated. Well, homicide implies premeditation.
That's fair.
But anyways, so Jet's going down the murder hallway,
The murder hall.
and a fucking shootout happens between
Oh
him
yeah.
and Udai.
And dude, this is actually kick-ass. Like,
It's fucking sick.
it's like really well animated. Like, they're just the fact that okay, we're in an anime, right? And
Yeah.
usually you have long drawn out fights with lots of talking in animes, okay, which is what turns a lot of people off. But in this one in particular, this is what was really cool to me. Everything was fast paced.
Yeah.
Even the part where he kicks Jet down and shoots him. He wastes
dude.
no fucking time. He cuts him with his blade. Jet falls down. Udai gets on top of him, says goodnight. Boom! Pulls the trigger.
Not to mention that before that, even they have a fucking they have a fucking brawl. They
Yeah, that's
fucking
what I'm
have a little
saying.
fist fight and
Like,
shit.
they don't even say nothing to
Yeah.
each other. They just start fucking each other up. And then right as he just goes down to point the gun at him, he doesn't have this long-winded speech. He just fucking shoots. Like,
And then Jet pulls a fucking Masaoka.
dude, he blocks it with his fucking
fucking
metal
arm.
arm, bro. And a Masaoka.
Yeah.
They're about the same age, so
Yeah, dude. Hey, guys. Even if you're new here, hey, go watch your Psychopaths videos.
yes, because those turned out really, really well. Like, discussion on those are like incredible.
Great. Yeah.
So yeah,
So, while all this is going on, Udai decides to tell him the truth. It's like, all right, listen, you think I'm the one that took your arm? Nah, it was your partner.
dude, plot twist.
And-
Beep, 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 beep.
It's so basically Fad, and I think it's implied that most of the other people within the police department that Jet was working for were in bed with the syndicate.
I mean, yeah,
And
because
Jet was too straight. The issue is Jet was too straight laced. He actually was doing his job.
right, and I really like the way that his partner put it because he said
Yeah.
you just couldn't wise up and play the game like everybody else. I thought that was incredible. I loved that line. I loved
So
that line.
we get a remix of the flashback that shows like Fad's perspective of it, and
Oh
he fucking
man.
grabbed a rifle. And I love this as well. Like there's so this is like the second time there's like a in sync thing that happens with the gunshot that took Jet's arm, where
Oh
it goes
yeah.
from that the cutting to Udai just getting
Uh-huh.
his fucking head blown off. Like this shit was
Dude.
fucking
It
nuts.
was nuts. And then as soon as it happens, Jet's just like, it was you? You bitch. You were just killing him because he knew too much, didn't you? Didn't you?
It's
Guys
like
just
fuck. It's like, come on, man.
just
Nah,
couldn't
this
play the
I,
game, man. Just couldn't play the
but
game.
turns out gamers rigged from the start.
Bro, have you ever played Uno? Reverse this shit, dog.
Oh yeah.
Reverse.
But he decides, he fucking shoots. He's going in to finish a job, and sadly, fortunately for Jet, Jet's got the quicker draw.
Well, that wasn't it at all.
And fucking,
Um, well, given the fact of what happened
yeah,
next, Jet grabs the gun, shoots him, and he goes over to his old partner, and his partner's laying there just bleeding out. He grabs his partner's
yeah.
gun, and it only had one bullet in it. And it was in a place where he knew he wouldn't shoot it
Mm-hmm.
with he knew he didn't want to kill Jet was essentially what it
Yeah,
was. And he asked Jet for a cigarette, and
yeah, man.
after all that, he still couldn't stop smoking.
Yeah,
Don't
well, because
pass.
I like how like it's because like whenever Jet meets them, he says, so I quit smoking," because Jet goes off from a cigarette.
Yeah,
So
it was
it's a nice little sort of poetic thing where
it
it's like,
was
so he died instead of being the man he thought he changed to be, he just ended up dying the man he once was.
right. And
And
here we go. That leads
man,
us into episode
I
17.
did want to mention one last thing is I like the little like lounge music that's playing as Jet walks off.
Yeah, the music in that episode
Music was
was
really fucking
really
good.
nice.
So
Every episode that has Jet lore in it has incredible
it has
music.
incredible music. It's really fucking good. But now that we're done talking about Black Dog Serenade, we can get to what was. Well, I was very much looking forward to covering this episode because
Oh
this is one of my
man, I
in
can
terms of
see
minor
why,
episodes.
bro. Like,
This is one of my favorites, like one of my top episodes, and that's Mushroom Samba.
oh man, dude.
Fuck, man, this is a good episode.
Oh
Okay,
man, this episode was insane, dude.
yeah, dude.
I couldn't
So
stop laughing through the whole thing.
it's probably the funniest episode in Cowboy
Okay.
Bebop.
So it starts
Um,
off with the crew,
yeah,
basically on a hunger rage. Somebody
yeah.
ate all the fucking rations, and Jet's gonna fucking find out who.
He's gonna find out. He knows just how to weed them
I
out.
know how to just weed them out.
So they've been starving for 2 days, and they're just drifting aimlessly towards Europa
Yeah, trying to get there so that they can like get enough money
because
for
they're
fuel.
also out of fuel.
Yeah, they're
So
just
they're just
fucked, dude.
yeah.
And
So to make matters worse,
somebody ate all the rations.
first Ed tries to sneak a nut.
Yeah,
Ed's got a fucking nut in her
Ed,
pocket.
I think it was a chocolate because it was in a
Well,
wrapper.
well, I thought it looked like she cracked it open.
Maybe I think it
Also,
looked more like a wrapper.
Also,
to me,
with what
but-
happens after it, I don't think it'd be chocolate, considering who ends up eating it.
I mean,
I
not
think
necessarily. I mean, Dogs will eat anything off the floor.
But I think it looked like another, because I could have sworn I heard a crack sound over.
Well, it doesn't matter. It was a snack that. It was a snack that Ed had been like stashed away in her fucking shorts.
Yeah.
And she went to go crack it open. And whenever that happened, she was sitting there, and then we just get this like overview shot from behind her. Everybody's giving her the fucking what for, dude.
Just fucking like looking at this listen, it's about to turn into a fucking brawl over that damn snack.
It really is. And
and
something hits the fucking ship.
Yeah.
So there's this big fucking ship that just crashes into the Bebop, and as soon as it fucking hit, it like fixed itself and then dashed away like just a huge hit and run, bro. And then that caused the nut or candy or whatever the fuck it was to roll out, and then Ein ate it.
Can we just talk about how whenever the ship crashes into the Bebop, Ein is holding on for dear fucking life?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, Ein is just grabbing on to that stairs. Just trying to hold on.
He's just holding on to the damn staircase, dude. It's so funny. But the ship is fucking trash, dude.
And it gets knocked off course. And to make matters worse, they crash on a remote-ass planet.
Yeah, like the most barren wasteland of a planet. And then we find out who actually ate the rations.
Yeah, man. Thank God for expiration dates.
Dude, so as soon as Jet was going to make her go out and find food, V started getting some tummy aches.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she just jets off to the bathroom, Jet picks up the box and looks at the bottom. He's like, "Oh, these things expired like 10 years ago."
I think it was a year.
Either
way, she just expired, and Faye's experiencing horrible food poisoning.
Oh man! And then they go down to see what the damage is to the ship's engine, and they look in. It's fucked. Like the whole thing's just fucked up. And so Ed just pops her little head in, like, "Oh, here, I can help," and then immediately breaks on.
And then here's where we begin. They're like, "Oh man, come on, Ed. Okay, you guys just go look for food."
Yeah.
And it's when Ed and Ein embark on their epic quest to go find food.
Ed's
can we just
funky like food montage?
Yeah, dude. Can we just talk about Ed's walking through a hot ass desert on bare feet?
Yeah. Well, she was gonna wear socks first. Like,
I was gonna put shoes on, but then she fell over. She's like, "Nah, man, fuck shoes."
Yeah, fuck shoes. I'm just doing my bare feet.
Yeah, and dude, the fucking montage.
This montage is crazy.
It's such a fucking mood.
It is, because she's just like bebop. I can't stop saying that. She's bebopping her way through.
It's fucking
with this
shots
funky ass music, bro. It's like,
dude.
It's just it's bumping. And
to be honest, you could probably put Pepper by the Butthole Surfers over that, and it also would fit.
Oh, that would fit, dude. But
you got Ed fucking handstanding, rolling. That's probably my favorite one. Is Ed like fucking just rolling?
Ed is starving her ass off and still finds the energy to do what she does. I don't get it, dude.
Listen, Ed is an enigma.
But the hit and run ship kind of showed up, and it darted off into the distance, and Ed just takes off after the ship and smells a little something along the way.
Smell some food.
And she finds nothing other in the middle of the fucking nowhere, a truck full of melons.
Yeah, man, a watermelon stand.
Yeah. She's just like, "Hey, food, gimme."
So 1,000 Wulong for one watermelon. It's gotta be some good ass watermelon.
Well, I feel like 1,000 oolong isn't a lot in this
Maybe
universe.
unless Wulong and Cowboy Bebop is comparative to yen.
Right.
That's about all I can think of. But if it's like USD, damn, that better be
I
some good milk.
seriously doubt that it's like
Yeah.
USD. Actually, keep talking about the scene. I'm gonna look that up actually.
But so basically, Ed and Nine are fucking starving. He's like, nah, come on, you gotta pay first. And they're just staring at it, and he's just like, staring's not gonna help. You gotta fucking pay me. And all of a sudden, in comes fucking, as a guy on my note, fucking Foxy Cleopatra.
Dude, I put the same thing. I put
Uh-huh.
Foxy Cleopatra, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you put that, dude.
Yeah, man.
I could
Well, come on,
not
that's
see
just-
it, dude. Like you just can't. Hey,
It's
sugar. Like,
actually, this entire episode, I believe, it's obviously a homage to old blaxploitation films, and I think that particular character is based off a famous blaxploitation actress. But yeah, so Foxy,
okay.
yeah,
So no.
but
I found out the currency exchange.
yeah,
So 1 wulong equals 1 cent in US dollars.
damn, okay,
So it's not a lot.
okay,
So
yeah,
a
so that's
1,000 pennies would be.
like, fuck.
I'm terrible at math.
I'm awful at math, but okay, it's not too bad then.
$10.
$10.
I
All
think.
right.
Yeah, because 1,000. Yeah.
Yes, it's a $10. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right. So yeah, so Foxy Cleopatra busts up. She's like, I'll buy one of these melons, and then tucked into her thousand is a picture of a man who will come to find out his name is Domino.
Domino, my boy. Cheech and Chong's offspring.
Yeah, so he does look like a
He does look
if-
like
if-
Cheech, dude.
if Cheech and Chong
Or was Chong
had
the Mexican? Which one was
I'm
the
sure-
Mexican? Was it Cheech or Chong?
I can't fucking remember. I think it might have been Chong.
I thought Chong was the white guy.
I'm not so sure.
I can't remember, and it doesn't matter. So let's keep on moving.
I think it was the one that voiced one of the hyenas in Lion King, and I think that was Chong.
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
so.
Oh well.
So,
Let's keep on a trucking.
but yeah, so Ed and I sneak into her fucking trunk.
just to get out of the sun for a little while, I guess.
Yeah, man. Listen, man, I'm pretty sure it's probably nice and cozy in that trunk.
You know, I'm surprised that Ed didn't take the opportunity to steal a melon here, while this
Yeah.
guy was like completely distracted. Because he didn't
Nah,
even
man.
see her disappear, dude. Like she just got in the trunk and
She just got in the fucking trunk.
she takes off and she gets up to a gas station and gets stopped by the cops. Or does something else happen before this scene? Hold on.
I think there's a shot of like the little town.
Yeah, there
she's
was.
driving to.
Yeah.
There's like this really cool looking. It's obviously a Coca-Cola sign, but it's damaged, so you can't fully see it. But I swear it's just straight up a Coca-Cola sign.
It is. It's exactly what it is. They did that on purpose. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
But
she
it's-
pulls up to a gas station, and a cop pull up to her, and they're like, "Can we search your vehicle?" She's just like, "For what?" And they're like, "Yeah, there's this big mushroom. There's this big mushroom guy who's selling illegal mushrooms that we're trying to watch out for." She's like, "Oh, what a coincidence! I'm after the same guy." And they're like, "Well, can we search your trunk? Like, search your trunk?" She's like, "Go ahead. I ain't got nothing to hide."
So
Pops the trunk.
I have a note here. It says she gets stopped by the cops, and what would have been a routine stop turns into a case of trafficking. Because
Ian and fucking Ed just
sleeping.
oh man
And So they just fucking get out of there while the cops are just like going like, "What the fuck is that?
What the hell is this? But get down on the ground. Down on the ground." Oh man, she set Foxy up, dude. And then we get like this we get this shot of yeah, so they're trucking back through and
smell food again.
And they find our boy Domino's eating a hot dog, and Ein and Ed just sick him.
Yeah, man, they're begging, like, come on, give us, we're fucking starving here.
By the time they got to him, he had done swallowed the whole fucking thing. She's like, "You're mean." I swear Ed is like this whole mood, dude. Oh my goodness, I love Ed.
I think he said Ein's also a mood as well in this episode.
Yeah, Ein is, both of them together, dude, are just a mood. Mm-hmm. Like, them being the duo that they are, man, you just can't get enough of them. But we get a scene where Afro Samurai
yeah, man,
comes into play. Man,
actually, that's funny. Do you know what his fucking name is?
What is it?
So like I said, this episode's a fucking homage to blaxploitation films. His name is Shaft.
Dude!
He's a fucking homage to Shaft.
Dude. Isn't that Black Dynamite?
No. Shaft is a different series of blaxploitation films.
Yeah.
It's one of the more classic ones. It got a I think a remake or like a new movie.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an old 70s movie. But
Afro Samurai shows up.
Yeah,
and he's like, "I remember you. You know why I'm carrying this box around? Well, long time ago, my brother cooked some of your shrooms and he laughed himself to death.
And I'm gonna I swore I'd put the fucker who did it in this car." And all of a sudden, I said before he can even finish his monologue, the car just gets ran over.
And dude, I love Ed's response. "Coffin go to pieces, bye-bye." Mm-hmm. Why, dude? Like, this dude's like sad. Like, he's just like, "I've been carrying around this box for like a year."
Mm-hmm.
And then it just gets run over by a stupid truck in the middle of fucking nowhere. How did he not see me in the middle of the road? He just ran it over. This man woke up and chose violence, bro. Just like, he said 10 points for the white box, man. Fuck this guy. Who is this asshole in the middle of the road? I'm sorry. I had this whole note about it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Great. So
man.
Domino just fucking darts. However, he drops some of his mushrooms.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
No, I just like I said, I just love how it escalates quickly because they go, "I'll give you something to fucking eat," and just whips out this. Whips out this big old. It's like almost like it's a shotgun, but fires like a fucking grenade launcher.
Oh, it does, dude. It does.
It's got some fucking firepower behind it. This dude he wasn't looking to like put a whole person in that coffin. He's gonna put fucking pieces.
Yeah, he sure the fuck was, dude. He wasn't playing around.
Yeah,
kind of like how that truck driver wasn't playing no damn games, bro.
Yeah,
oh
dude.
Man. So Ed looks at the mushroom. She's like, "Ooh, a mushroom," and I just goes the fuck in. Yeah, I's just like, "Ooh, something to eat." He goes in, takes a bite. Ed's just like, "We gotta share and share alike. Ein, you can't eat those." And then Ein's just sitting there, stops, looks into the distance.
Starts hopping.
And with every yip that comes out of his mouth, he bounces.
Yeah.
Oh my god. If anybody has not watched this anime, watch it for this episode. Oh my god.
Like I said, this is one of my favorite fucking episodes.
Oh my goodness. So Ed starts realizing, oh, these might be bad mushrooms. So she has to conduct a hypothesis, bro.
It's time for a little experiment.
We need to do some science, bro.
And the participants are going to be very, very unwilling.
Social experiment, man.
Social experiment gone wrong, gone sexual.
So her idea was, okay, I'm going to put a mushroom on a plate in front of our tent and let our crew members eat it by just letting it sit there. So I can find out how bad of a person they are because they're mean, and also they can get high as a fucking kite if I'm right.
Yeah, man.
She's a fucking menace, dude. So the first person that shows up, of course, is fucking Faye. And she takes a bite of the mushroom and goes about her day. Just takes off. And then in comes Jet. And Jet's, I like how Faye and Jet have something to say about it. Faye's just like, oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you.
Oh, man. So if it was never here.
Like, Jet's like, oh, it's their fault for leaving something so delectable over here. I'm just going to just eat it. I mean, it's their fault. And he eats it, and then
Spike, he just comes up and just takes it without saying.
Dude, he was so slick because you didn't even see him pick it up at first. Like, I thought he just left it for a second, and then I realized he was chewing. He just kind of whipped it.
He used that sleight of hand.
He did. Spike is a Chad.
Yeah, man. And so they all eat it, and so Spike. And so there we get to one of the best parts of the episode. So Ed and I decide, you know what? We're just gonna watch and see what happens. We start with Spike. He's walking up the stairs up to like the bridge of the ship, and then we cut over to Faye, who's gone to the bathroom, and Jet, who's just chilling with his fucking bonsai trees. So first, I guess we'll start with it in that order. Spike finds himself stuck on Bowser's infinite staircase.
No way!
Wait, did you have that as well?
Bopsto, stop it!
I'm sorry. We think too much alike,
dude. Come on, I thought I'd catch you with that one, bro. Damn it! I'm so upset. That was gonna be my hook.
I'm sure you can probably hear the.
Man, he's stuck on the infinite staircase and he does not know how to do the BLJ. He is just vibing on these damn stairs.
No, dude, he's playing that version of the updated version that removed it.
The All Stars.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I hate that they removed the BL. I can't believe that.
It's based off a Japan exclusive version of the game that removed it.
I just hate that it was removed. It's a treasure. Like, people found out these damn like hacks a long time ago. Like, let it be. Just make a conversion over and just up the graphics. Just leave all the glitches alone. Like,
yeah.
Because then people are actually going to buy the game and enjoy it, and they don't have to play it on a fucking mod or a, N64.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I kind of got off there on a tidbit, but let's continue with the drug trip.
So then we get to go to the Faye, who's going for a fucking swim.
He going for a swim at the toilet, dog.
Yeah, man.
Hers was so fucking trippy. Because, like, you saw fish just going across the screen. And then all of a sudden, she's sitting there trying to do a fucking backstroke in the bathroom. And then we kick over to Jet. And Jet's just like, so that's the secret to the universe. How simple.
Yeah, listen, out of all of them, Jet's got probably the most laid-back trip because he's just talking with his fucking bonsai tree.
Right. Well, I wouldn't say that. I think Spike's trip is a little bit more laid-back just because of...
Yeah.
He's not sitting there talking about anything. He's just trying to get up the stairs.
He's going up the stairs. He comes across a fucking frog. It's like, this is the stairway to heaven.
Fucking Hypnotoad, bro.
And he's like, man, sorry. I don't care.
He's like, no, he said, you're such an arrogant frog.
Yeah.
And he just keeps on going, man. And the funny part about it was after you got past this point, all you could see Spike doing is stepping up and down with each foot on the same stair.
Yeah, he's just basically walking in place on the stairs.
And then it kicks us over to Ed realizing, oh yeah, these were the bad mushrooms, dude.
Uh-huh.
So Ed gets this lovely idea. Since they're out of the fucking picture, it's time for us to get us a little bounty.
Yeah, because they sit down and they see the fucking Hot Shots comes on.
Right.
And they announce the bounty, which is Domino. Like, oh, where have we seen this guy? We're gonna fucking head out.
Yeah, we're gonna head out. And we get a cut over to oh no, first of all, we just get her prepped up on that damn scooter. And I love the way that little section looks because it's got Ian on the scooter with her. And she's thugging up through that damn desert, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And we get a little snapback to my boy Afro. He's sitting there eating a snow cone in a bar, and we get a lovely little throwback and another visit from the most
TJ guys.
The fucking old guys, dude. The Tijuana guys. And I love this part because all of a sudden... Wait a minute, I skipped the Foxy scene.
Foxy, yeah.
We'll talk about that after that because it all works in the same placement anyway. So she passes by the bar and notices the girl. He notices Ed, and he just starts eating the icy real fast.
It's like a snow cone. He's
and then he just got an automatic fucking just brain freeze, and the old guys are just gathered around. You okay, Sonny? Like, I got a remedy for that.
Man, these fucking old guys. I don't know how. I guess it's just their fucking pension. Maybe they're just stacked on pension money.
No, they all work on fences and then blow their money at the damn poker table.
Yeah, dude.
So then we get. I'll let you describe Foxy.
So good old Foxy. I'll say her name is Coffee. But anyways, Foxy's getting interrogated. And she's just like, I don't fucking know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, I had nothing to do with that kid in my truck. And I think that's about all it really was said.
She sees... I love this part, though, because Ed swings by the window, and she sees Ed, and she's like, huh. And what really let her get away was this fucking cop getting a phone call from his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, why are you calling me, sweetie? I'm at work. No, I'm not talking about women. I'm not being justified against women. What are you talking about? I love you. And then he turns around and Foxy's gone, dude.
Yeah, man.
And then we just get the biggest fucking... No. Ed finds the mushroom ship.
Yeah,
in the middle of the desert.
Because it turns out the ship that crashed into him was fucking Domino's.
It was Domino's, and this man has hella fucking mushrooms on his fucking ship, dude.
Bunch of fucking mushrooms.
So he packs them all up in this bag, and he goes to try to take off to sell his mushrooms elsewhere. And Ed just sneaks up on him again. And he just gets freaked out. Ed's just like, yeah, stop right there, punk. Get stunk. Boom.
Ed employs chemical warfare.
That's a great way to put it. Chemical warfare. Dude, I've been laughing too much. I'm starting to get a headache. Oh, my Lord.
Oh man, dude.
Oh, these are great episodes.
They were.
Oh, man.
This leads into probably the most complex fucking chase.
Dude, this is the coolest Scooby-Doo chase I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. More shit gets added onto it every few seconds. It's great.
all I can hear in my head on this chase is
Basically, so the chase starts off. Ed and I are chasing Domino. They come over to a railway crossing where a train's starting to pass through. Turns out Shaft and the fucking watermelon guy are on the other side of this fucking tracks. So as soon as they get there, Shaft sees fucking Domino, but the train passes through, so they have to wait. As soon as the train passes, it turns out Domino's a bitch ass somehow. Domino's fat fucking fucking Dexter Deshaun ass. It's somehow,
Look, Dexter Deshaun.
it's somehow able to jump on this fucking train.
I can't unsee that, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Bro.
And so he decides to jack the fucking watermelon truck and starts chasing after the train.
All I'm gonna say is, if Akane can survive hang on the back of a truck and a crash, this man can jump on a fucking train.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Cause fuck that. I still don't want to get back on that one.
Oh man. I'm telling you, dude, the hyper O is
shut
so
up!
soft.
Shut up! Don't quit it. You're not gonna sell me on this. Shut up!
I'm not trying to sell you on anything.
You are. You're trying to change my mind, dude.
I'm not. I'm just saying it because it's funny. It's funny to say.
No, it's not. It breaks physics, and I don't like it.
Well, the broken physics broke her fall, so. Oh man. Anyways, back to this fucking chase. So, also in the mix, fucking Foxy comes in.
Oh, she's like rear-ending this fucking train too.
Yeah. Ed and Ian fucking parkour off her fucking afro.
Can we talk about how fast that fucking scooter is, bro?
Yeah, dude.
It's keeping up with a moving train.
Because you're zooming on this fucking scooter that's like ripping up the fucking dirt because it's this big old fucking cloud of dust,
like dust behind her
as they're chasing. And like I said, Ed and Ian just fucking just fucking parkour off her afro and get onto the train. Ian fucking comes and starts attacking those damn bags like a Chad. And I think at this point, I think Shaft's also gotten on to the
Shaft got onto the other side of the train and he blasted like towards Domino, and then after he blasted Domino or tried to blast Domino, Foxy rolled up, tried to shoot him, tried to shoot Shaft, and that threw Shaft off a little bit. Then Ein and Ed drive up behind Foxy's car, jumps up off of fucking Foxy, gets on the train, tackles, jumps over Shaft.
Yep.
And Shaft rolls off the train and then hits on Foxy's car. This part was insane, dude.
Yeah, man.
And flipped their car, just exploded.
Yeah, man.
Fucking parts of the car going everywhere, and they still lived. Like, what are these anime people eating? Like,
listen, man, it's just Bebop cars. They're built different. They have very flammable fuel. But so Shaft and Foxy are just out for the fucking count.
Oh yeah, they're gone. They're out of the picture.
Yeah,
and we finally got a cow shows up on the tracks.
Yeah, man.
And Ed and Domino fly off the front of the train after it tries to stop the train to keep from hitting the cow, and they land just inches away from death. And Ed lands on top of Domino. The cow's just sitting there. And Domino's just like, look. If you let me go, I'll give you this bag of mushrooms. It's worth like 100,000 oolongs, way more than what I'm making, dude. Just take them. And she's just like, I don't know. He's like, why wouldn't you? This is a way better deal. I just don't want to go to jail. He's like, what would you think would be a better deal? She's like, I don't know. And he's like, the mushrooms, dummy.
The mushrooms. Come on, take these fucking mushrooms. And Ed decides, okay, we'll take the mushrooms.
Yeah, so she takes the mushrooms. Ian has a little side convo with the cow, and then they dip.
Yeah, man.
And they get back to the camp, and they start realizing that, oh shit, we got illegal drugs here. And a cop shows up to the tent.
Oh, I know what I pulled up what Ian says to the cow.
What did he say?
Ian thanks the cow, and the cow just says it's no problem.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Oh man.
So they're sitting there all of a sudden a cop rolls up to their tent, and at this point you've got Spike and V, and they're all back in the picture. The cop's just like, hey, I'm looking for this guy named Domino. He's selling illegal drugs around these parts. And we're just trying to see if you guys know him or have seen him. And, of course, Ed's little funky ass tries to give it away. And V and Spike are just... V and Jet are, like, holding Ed to keep her shut up. And then all of a sudden, a burnt-out, drugged-up Spike grabs the mushroom and walks outside with them in his hand.
Yeah.
In front of the cop.
Yep.
Dude is toasted. Gone.
Yeah, man.
Dude's fucked. Cop picks it up and he scans it and he's like, oh, well, you guys are good. Turns out they just got a giant bag of shiitake mushrooms. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. That episode...
And man, the food problem is solved now. The only issue is now all they have to eat are shiitake mushrooms.
Oh my gosh, man. That was an episode, dude.
Yeah, man. Dude, like I said, like Mushroom Samba is like other, not counting like the two-parter or plot-based episodes, this one's my favorite one.
Yeah. So we go from like really two complex, beefy episodes
to a more straightforward one.
To a more straightforward and relaxed one, actually.
Episode 18, Talk Like a Child.
Talk Like a Child. And this is kind of cool, because it starts off with V doing what V does best.
Fucking gambling on horse races.
Just blowing her wad.
I like how this one opens up, because it's a fucking horse race with like opera playing, and then Valentine is like super fucking excited.
Yeah.
I was just fucking like has this like giddy expression on her face as she's cheering on her horse.
Yeah, and then on top of that, the whole scene's being like also compared to another thing that's happening. Spike is fishing, and right at the end you could see her expression changing as her horse was getting beaten. And then Spike loses
the fish. Yeah, I loved how that was done.
I love that comparison. And then it just kicks us off to V, who's just like, I gotta lay off the pony. Like,
and so I got this here. I got a really good. I think this describes the next scene pretty well. Spike's trying to fish, Jet's doing laundry, and Ed's vibing in a basket.
Yeah. Simple as that. That's what happened. And
Jet's also talking about this like old, like I guess like sort of Japanese folklore.
Yeah, it is like about this treasure,
about this temple. I forgot the name of like the treasure, but basically like the person who found it becomes an old man when they opened it and whatnot. And I like how that concept comes back to play later on in the episode.
It does, and it's like more out of frustration.
It's out of frustration, but it's still
either way,
really fun. It's really amusing how they brought it back.
So the Turtle Express delivers something to the Bebop, and it's a package for V, and the package costs like 6,000 oolong.
Man, these fucking shipping rates are ridiculous.
They are,
But
but
then again, when they look at how far this fucking packages come, no wonder it
yeah.
costs so damn much.
So their shipping rates was $64,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Hmm.
Imagine paying $64 fucking shipping rate.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, fuck that, dude. Oh my
It's like
gosh.
it's like getting an import where the shipping rate's based off the weight of the package.
Right, dude. That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
But
Um,
go ahead, go ahead.
so Faye returns and as soon as she sees it, she just nopes off. She's like, nope, nope, nope. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, some dude's trying to get a piece of me, dude.
Because she thinks it might be a package from like debt collectors.
Yeah.
Um,
Time
oh,
to
while
time
we
to disappear.
while we cut back over, and they're very curious as to what it is, and Jet's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just try to return it. But before you can do that, Spike just opens it.
Just has
right
no
up.
respect.
No chill. Jet was talking about how he was gonna try to like make sure it wasn't a bomb or anything, and Spike just fucking opens it.
And as soon as they opened it, I love
Yeah,
how they implemented a fucking, I can't remember what it was called,
it's a Betamax tape.
a Betamax tape as a relic of the past.
Uh-huh.
Nobody knew what it was. Spike and Jet were just befuddled of what this thing actually is.
I count 90% of this episode is based around Spike and Jet trying to figure out old technology.
Yeah, dude, it's great. It's so funny.
Because he's like, oh, what is it? And then fucking Spike rips into it. It's like, oh, what's this fucking tape on it?
Yeah, like he just starts ripping the tape out. And I'm like, I was cringing when he started doing this, dude. I don't know what it is. I used to love like feeling the film of the tape on a VHS.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had a VHS in your hand.
I've had, dude. We probably talking with the audience, but yeah, dude, I've had my fair share of experience with VHS.
But like on the VHS, for anybody who hasn't, held one, you can lift the cap off of it essentially, and there's just this film that runs into the top of it, and you can dial it. There's like little things on the back that you can dial, and if you dial it to the left, it'll rewind the tape. But they got this little film that works with a magnetic strip that plays the movie off of a laser.
It's kind of crazy how VHS tapes work. I'm gonna be honest.
Like, it was crazy technology for the time,
Fucking magnets. How do they work?
Magnets. How do they work? But yeah, it was really, really cool. Yeah. Like, I used to love feeling the film because it was always like real slick. Don't do that to a VHS tape though, because it'll
fuck it up.
It can ruin a tape just by rubbing that strip. Never happened to me, but it can happen.
Mm-hmm. So they decide, Jet's like, I know a guy who's obsessed with old media like this. And
weird that Jet knows somebody like that.
Yeah, man. But, so you go up, dude's just chilling, watching a movie.
Yeah, Bopsto's just chilling behind the counter. Dude, I was trying to figure out how he got into the Cowboy Bebop anime.
Oh yeah, man.
First he was the Riddler, now he's this weird fucking VHS guy.
Man, you should fuck up and make safety standards.
But no, like, can we just talk for a second about this fucking TV movie show he was watching, dude?
Yeah, man.
God, man. The voice acting was terrible. It sounded like the start of a fucking porn video.
I know. Hey, it could have. You know what? He could have been just got done watching a porno.
He could have, dude.
Yeah, man.
But I thought that shit was so funny, man. It was like. But he kind of turns over to Jet and starts reviewing the tape, and he starts giving off this long speech that nobody fucking gives a shit about.
Because he was talking about how VCRs and whatnot, cassette tapes, and then he almost started going into the format war stuff between it and how Betamax lost out.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of porno, I don't know if you know this, but part of why VHS tapes survived and Betamaxes didn't is because porno sold better on VHSs.
I didn't know that,
Uh-huh.
and I'm surprised that you do.
As part of actually a lot of the reason why certain formats would survive over others is because porno quality would be better. It's very interesting.
Yeah, okay, that's a little weird.
It's odd, but that's how it be. That's how it be. At least that's how it was for beta and VHS. I don't think that's how it was for DVD, but
So
I'm not
not only is
certain.
Bopsto an elder weeb, he's a porn master.
No, it was just like a fun fact I
I
learned
know, dude. I'm
online.
picking on you.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Uh, but fucking Spike smoking and the dude's freaking out. And Spike's like, oh, okay. He just puts it out on one of the fucking tape
dude,
decks.
he does. Like, what the fuck, man? Dude has a come apart. And
Yeah, man.
they're
Well, that's
finally
what I
just
would
like,
do if someone just fucking extinguished a cigarette on like a fucking VHS deck that's like very, very that would be considered very rare within that time.
I'd get upset too, but it was just funny.
Yeah.
But the guy, Jess is like, look, are you gonna like buy our tape or what? He's like, well, we got to see what's on it first. So he pops it into the deck, and it starts playing on the TV, and we get a little cut of this character in the TV. It has like purple hair, a little kid,
Uh-huh.
short.
Yeah.
Little sneak peek of what's to come. And
Sadly, the tape fucks up.
what now?
I said, and then sadly the tape
And
starts
then
to
it's
fuck
but
up.
right before she turns around, the tape fucks up. And to fix it, Spike thought it was a good idea to kick the tape deck. And this man is all like just dying inside watching him kick this thing. And
Yeah.
Jet's just like, it's not helping. That's not helping Spike. And Spike breaks the tape deck with just jamming his foot inside of it.
And he's just like, it didn't work.
Spike's like, oh, it didn't?
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. And it just clicks us back over to them being on the ship. And I love this part because he is wait a minute. Hang on. Yeah. So they're sitting on the ship, they're trying to figure out what the tape is, and they're getting these like the phone calls from the guy at the shop. He's like, "You're gonna pay for my equipment." Dude has a fucking meltdown, like just super mad. Like whoever voice acted that guy in that scene in particular did a great job of conveying that emotion because that was really good.
I enjoy Spike's little fucking quote of like, well, when the things break on the ship and I kick them, they fix.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he's just like, well, things work when I kick them on the ships.
Bro, this man's pissed though. And we get cut back over to
I
V.
fucking forgot. I wanted to mention this. So, before they go to the VHS guy, they're trying to figure out, like, Ed's tracking where all the package went and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
And they're trying to figure out more information on the tape. And Ed mentions how all records on the details of the package were wiped after the gate explosion.
Yeah.
Meaning that there's so many fucking events tied to this one fucking incident with a gate exploding.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you really think about it, that happening would cause a lot of things to spiral
I know,
out of
but
control.
it's very interesting how it comes back every now and then when it starts.
I love how they are integrating it as an impact on their society as a whole. That's what I really love about it because they're drawing it back, but not over like accessing it.
Mm-hmm.
They're just they're tying it in small bits here and there, and I love the way they're integrating it. They're not making it like this big thing in your fucking face.
Yeah. But, so all this is going on, Faye's been betting on dogs. She moved on from horses,
and now she is doing hella good.
Yeah, man, she's killing it. So they're Spike and Jet, they're at this point they're fucking just curious about what's on this damn tape.
Yeah, so they find a way to read the tape on another deck that they're gonna go pick up on Earth. in
fucking Earth.
at an old mall in Japan.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a museum. I think is what it
That
was.
floor was called a museum,
Yeah.
I think.
But
Maybe it was the whole thing was a museum, but
but yeah. So they they just immediately. I don't know what fucking planet they're on, but they just immediately just take off for Earth.
yeah, just leave Faye in the dust, man.
Uh,
Um, and I love that little phone call that they have. Faye's sitting at a table eating, and Ein's or like not Ein, but Ed's just like, "Hey, Faye," and Faye's just like, "Where are you guys at?" And Ed's just like, "Oh, they're at Earth," and Faye's just like, you guys just fucking left me here." And she's like, "Oh, they're just trying to figure out what's on a videotape."
mhm.
They're trying to find some shit. And she's like, oh well. And then it kicks us over to a very determined
Yeah. They
um
are super fucking
dude.
determined
They're
with
just
the shit they go
addicted
through.
at this point, bro. Like
Yeah.
they're not leaving until they find a way to look at this tape. So they're going down to the floor that was indicated with, I think it was like floor 48 or something like that.
It's super fucking deep in this building.
Right. And so as they're
And
going down, they find an elevator, but the elevator's broken. And I love how they thought it was supposed to work. Like they were surprised that it was broken, dude. I don't quite understand why they thought it would be working in this broken ass building, dude. But they use rope. They're diving down and almost get crushed. Like it's like you're watching Indiana Jones, but in a fucking museum, bro. They're just going after trap after trap. They almost get crushed by an
waiting,
elevator.
wading through fucking water, climbing the old ass ladders that just break.
Tearing leeches off their legs.
Yeah, man, they are going through a bunch of fucking shit just so they can find this damn Betamax deck.
Right. And after we just get this whole scene of them trudging through this, this building, we get cut back to V, which she lost her whole wad again. Just out of the blue, just loses her fucking whole bet on one fucking dog.
That's how it be.
And we just get cut to back over to them where they finally made it down to where they needed to go.
Oh, I did want to mention this is at this point where they're trudging through
The water.
the water. They bring back the tipple talk.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, I guess this is what they meant that by the time you find the treasure, you're an old man."
Yeah, because it's taken them forever. You can't imagine how cold that water is, too, that they're trudging through. Like, I couldn't imagine.
Imagine the smell.
Oh, dude, that smell it's been sitting in iron and rust and musty ass, like, leech water. Like, oh.
Yeah. Not to mention old.
Yeah, and they finally made it down, though. And they find this little segment with a bunch of like VHS, like DVD players, like all kinds of stuff. And they're struggling to figure out which one that they should take. And they're just like, c'est la vie. They just pick something up, stuff it in a bag, and then pick up an old ass TV.
Yeah, man.
You have to respect their dedication to, as long as it took them to get down to where they were. And they're taking this really heavy ass projector screen TV. And I don't know if y'all know the significance of a projector screen TV.
CRTs are fucking heavy.
They are heavy. Like, yeah, you can pick it up.
Even though they got a small one, those small ones are fucking heavy.
Yeah, dude. My dad had one in his bedroom, and I could pick it up by myself, but I struggled. That thing was stupid heavy.
My first two TVs were CRT TVs.
Same here. Like, I've had plenty in my time. But,
man, they are fucking...
God, they're just a pain in the ass. And he carried it up 48 flights just to find out what's on this tape. They finally get back to the fucking ship. They go to hook it all up. They get everything hooked up to the TV. And I be shit. They, instead of grabbing a beta deck, they grab a VHS tape.
Yeah, man.
And they feel so defeated, dude.
It's
And they're
just like,
just,
what? Why is it not fitting? Huh? It should be going in.
oh man.
And
And
fucking Ed is like, that's the VCR, right?
that's just a VCR. And they're just defeated, laying there, just like, I'm never picking up anything of hers again, not in a million years. And I'm sending it back.
And then another fucking delivery shows up.
Another delivery shows up, and Faye comes in.
Before Jet can even send it back, Spike just opens it up, like opens it immediately.
Yeah, I know. And guess what it is? Somebody sent them a beta deck player, and I wonder who the fuck sent it. I think Faye sent it.
It's not what she probably sent to herself, but probably happened around the same time the gate explosion happened.
Maybe. No. Because because they had that phone call beforehand, and Ed let her know that they were trying to figure out what was on the tape. So I wonder if she like ordered a beta deck somewhere. I don't know. Either way,
I don't know. Like I said, like a lot of the information of it was wiped after the gate crash. I figure it's something that she was that either someone was sending to her or she was sending to herself before the gate crash.
Right.
And then it just basically became lost in transit for all these years until it just fucking wound up finding them.
Right. But either way, they end up paying the money for the shipping rate, and grab some popcorn, get you a snack. It's time to sit down and watch a home movie, man. They get everything hooked up. Faye comes back. She sits down, and
they're just fucking. Well, I like how when she comes in, they're just fucking staring at her.
Yeah, like where the fuck have you been, dude? And I love how Jet's just like, if you're gonna watch it, you pay me the 32,000 oolong you owe me for the shipping rates. And she's like, fine, I just won't watch it. And she gets up, walks into the hallway, and just peeks in the fucking thing as it's going on. And we just get this really upsetting home movie.
It's fucking, it's kind of heart-wrenching.
So we find out that the little girl in the video is Faye. Mm-hmm. And she's trying to relay a message to herself 10 years later, which is ironic given the fact that she's like hundreds of years old.
Yeah. Or I think we already said she's like 70 or 80.
Yeah, I don't think she was that. Yeah. So about 80 or 90 or somewhere around that. Either way, she was like in the sad part about it was all this was going on and Faye couldn't remember.
Yeah.
And we just got this like unsettling like girl on the video saying me, hey, it's me, never giving off the name of herself. Mm-hmm. Upsetting, dude. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just somewhat poetic that as a kid she made a bunch of like video diaries for posterity's sake for her to look back on when she's older, and she ended up just after the accident just not being able to remember any of it.
Right. It's yeah.
Man, it fucking
it hits you.
It didn't hit me quite as hard when I watched it back in high school, but watching it now and like paying more attention to it, it fucking kind of hit me.
Yeah, because Faye's just sitting there with like tears in her eyes, man. Like she doesn't understand or doesn't remember what she feels like. This girl on this tape is a whole nother person. Because she can't remember, and that's got to be a tough feeling to forget your childhood and your past and only knowing what people have fed you.
Yeah.
After after having your memory wiped, you know?
It's fucking rough.
It's gotta be terrible,
and that's just where it fucking ends.
That's it.
Man, it just leaves you with such a fucking just bad feeling.
Man, and these were some great episodes. Like
Hmm.
these kept me on the edge of my seat. Like a few of them that we've watched before, man, I just kind of, I couldn't like fully get into, but these three, I don't know what it was. I just loved it. I loved every single one of these, and I'm loving Cowboy Bebop so far.
Yeah, man. It's
So
fucking some good shit. So I guess that about wraps it up. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Red?
no, I think I pretty much spoke my mind on it.
No,
Um,
well, we had another good episode of the Anime Boys where
yeah.
covered some more awesome episodes of Cowboy Bebop. It's gonna be sad whenever it's over.
Oh yeah.
Um, Thankfully, it depends on how long it takes for us to come back from the hiatus. But there's also the movie, which at some point I would like to cover.
Yeah.
Um, but other than that, like, hey, like I said before, if you like this video, give us a like, comment, maybe subscribe.
Subscribe.
But other than that, I'm Bopsto the Otoweep,
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and you just got done watching the Anime Boys.
The anime
Anime Boys.
boys. See ya.
See ya.